This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of October 19th, 2022. I'm Alex Brown. A new report from Ohio-based Techonomy Partners shows Indiana's life sciences sector has outperformed the state's economy over the last 20 years. The report was commissioned by BioCrossroads, the state's life sciences initiative, and CEO Patty Martin says it's just the beginning.
The life sciences sector contributes nearly $80 billion to the state of Indiana's economy. We'd like to see that grow to $100 billion, and not just with our legacy companies here, but we have many startups, many new therapeutic areas and new subsectors that are growing that are going to help us get there.
Looking forward, Martin says it will be important for Indiana to raise more awareness about the importance of life sciences throughout the state. Governor Eric Holcomb and local officials in Princeton are breaking ground today on two Regional Economic Acceleration and Development Initiative projects. They include the $21 million Toyota Indiana YMCA and The District, a $21 million workforce housing project that will include 144 new apartments. South Bend-based Beacon Health System has broken ground on a 10-story patient care tower at its flagship facility, Memorial Hospital. The $232 million, 300,000-square-foot tower project, set for completion in late 2025, will expand the number of adult acute care beds from 249 to 302. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Did you know Indiana ranks 40th among the 50 U.S. states in terms of health? It's time for creative intervention. Join IBJ and Gleaners on October 31st for an important panel discussion about hunger and health in Indiana. RSVP by October 25th at ibj.com/events.
Whether it's a new hire or a noteworthy promotion, IIB's Big Wigs and New Gigs serves as a platform to promote your team. Our revamped offering includes being featured on both the newly redesigned newsletter and at InsideIndianaBusiness.com. Subscribers to the Business News subscription save $10 off every listing. Plus, you can save $100 by bundling your submission to IIB with the Indianapolis Business Journal or the Indiana Lawyer. More at InsideIndianaBusiness.com.
Howie Politics Indiana, the political news website of longtime Hoosier journalist Brian Howie, has been sold to New York City-based State Affairs, a subscription-based digital media startup.
Howie, who announced the sale last month in a letter to his subscribers, said joining forces with a company that is passionate about quality journalism will allow him to eventually designate a successor, ensuring that the publication will live on without him. Financial terms of the sale were not disclosed. State Affairs was launched in 2020 by Evan Burns, a Jasper, Indiana native who founded Olympia Media Group while he was a student at Indiana University, and Jamie Salzer, a venture capitalist and co-owner of the Philadelphia Union Major League Soccer team. Launched in 1994 as a weekly print publication, Howie Politics Indiana will move to the State Affairs website and add another full-time journalist and an intern to its staff. Howie's syndicated newspaper column will continue to run in more than 30 newspapers and TV station websites across the state. Wes Mills, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Fort Wayne-based Parkview Health is expanding its virtual care efforts and consolidating the digital initiatives under one roof. The health system says it is combining care delivery, technology, and support in one centralized location, Parkview's Digital Care Center. The health system says virtual care technicians are trained to use continuous video monitoring for patients at risk of falling or harm. The clinicians will notify bedside nurses if issues arise, such as early signs of sepsis. Parkview says in the future, virtual nurses can augment bedside care, including interacting with patients via the TV in their room, providing education, and facilitating faster discharges. Fishers-based Spoke Note CEO John Wexler says the young startup is already looking at growth. The company has designed stickers that can allow users to record and send short videos through QR codes, but Wexler tells Inside Indiana Business Television host Gary Dick there are plans for a full software platform.
We think of it as a utility for the creation and sharing of short video. So we're talking about how do you do this at scale? How would a university use this to communicate with tens of thousands of stakeholders, and how does a nonprofit use it? We're building that kind of software to really make it scale.
SpokeNote plans to move into the 4,000 square foot space at the Techway building inside the Certified Technology Park in Fishers in December and create some 300 jobs by the end of 2026. The company is set to receive more than $7 million in conditional tax credits and training grants from the state and the city of Fishers. One Southern Indiana CEO, Wendy Dant Chesser, is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.